Welcome to Lakshman Biology. In this video, we will discuss about microsporogenesis. Microsporogenesis. Apart from the microsporogenesis, we will discuss about the structure of pollen grain. Structure of pollen grain. Okay. First of all, we have to see what is the microsporogenesis and where microsporogenesis occurs. In previous video I have explained about the structure of anther. This is the structure of young anther. If you observe the structure of young anther, each sac contain the one sporogenous tissue. See, this is the sporogenous tissue. Sporogenous tissue. 4 sporogenous tissue are present in young anther. These sporogenous tissue cells can form the microspores. Here formation of microspores from microspore mother cell. Microspore mother cell form the microspores by meiosis is called as a microsporogenesis. Microsporogenesis means formation of microspores from the microspore mother cell by the process called as a meiosis is called as a microsporogenesis. Actually, microsporogenesis occurs in the anther. If you see inside the anther, you can see the sporogenous tissue. Sporogenous tissue contain the sporogenous cells. Sporogenous tissue contain sporogenous cells. These are diploid in nature. The sporogenous cells which are present in sporogenous tissue differentiate and become into an microspore mother cell. Differentiate and become into an microspore mother cells. See, this is the sporogenous tissue. The sporogenous tissue contains sporogenous cells, that is the sporogenous cell. Sporogenous cell differentiate and become into an microspore mother cell. This microspore mother cell involved in meiosis and become into an microspores. See, this is the microspore mother cell. This microspore mother cell involved in meiosis. Microspore mother cell also and diploid. Diploid microspore mother cell involved in meiosis and form the microspore tetrad. Microspore tetrad. If you see, the meiosis is cell division in which one cell become into an 4 cells. But mitosis, if you see the mitosis, in which one cell become into 2 cells, but in meiosis we can see the formation of 4 cells from the one cell. Here microspore mother cell is one that is involved in meiosis and form the 4 cells. That 4 cells are not dissociate. They are combined each together. Here you can see 4 cells. That 4 cells are combined together, hence that is called as microspore tetrad. Again, what happen? This microspore tetrad dissociate and become into an 4 microspores. 4 microspores. These microspores are haploid in nature. Why? Because the meiosis is a reductional division in which we can see the formation of haploid cells from the diploid cell. Means number of chromosomes are become into half in the newly formed cells in the process of meiosis. That is about the formation of a microspore. Here this is about the microsporogenesis. What is microsporogenesis? Formation of microspores. Yeah, microspores are formed. From where? Formation of microspores from microspore mother cell. Then these are the microspores. But what is pollen grain? Microspores are formed, but how they are becoming into an pollen grain? What is pollen grain? That we will discuss now. See, these are the microspores. Each microspore again involved in mitosis. Each microspore again involved in mitosis. Mitosis is an equational division. Haploid microspore become into an haploid pollen grain only. See here, each microspore, mainly the nucleus of a microspore, divide by the mitosis. See, one nucleus, microspore nucleus divide by mitosis and become into an two nuclei. Then there is a formation of cell wall surrounding to the two nuclei. But here the cytokinesis not occurs equally. Cytokinesis means after the formation of nucleus, division of cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. Because of unequal division of cytoplasm or because of unequal cytokinesis, there is a formation of one large cell and one small cell. Then this large cell is called vegetative cell, and the small cell is called generative cell. Vegetative cell and generative cell. Then there is a formation of two protective layers surrounding to this microspore. Then after completion of nucleus division and cytoplasmic division, and after the formation of the surrounding layers, then it is called as a pollen grain. Pollen grain. Then another name for pollen grain is male gametophyte. Embryo sac is the female gametophyte, but pollen grain is a male gametophyte. That is the completion of formation of pollen grain. If you see the from starting, microsporogenesis means formation of microspores from microspore mother cell, that it occurs in anther. If you see in anther, there is a sporogenous tissue that contain sporogenous cells. That sporogenous cells differentiate and become into an microspore mother cell. The microspore mother cell involved in meiosis and form the microspore tetrad. That microspore tetrad dissociate and become into an 4 haploid microspores. Each haploid microspore nucleus divide by mitosis and become into an 2 nuclei. Then there is a unequal division of cytoplasm, and there is a formation of wall in between that two cytoplasms leads to formation of two cells. Then one cell is called vegetative cell, another cell is called generative cell. Then the pollen grain is again surrounded by the two layers, that is exine and intine. Here this is the pollen grain which contain two cells, that is vegetative cell and generative cell. Approximately in 60% of plants, pollen grain is released at two cell stage. Two cell stage means one is a vegetative cell, another one is a generative cell. Here in few plants what happen, the generative cell, this is the generative cell, that generative cell again divide by mitosis, which leads to formation of two male gametes. These are the male gametes. If you see this pollen grain, after the division of generative cell, there is a formation of two male gametes. Apart from the two male gametes, there is a vegetative cell also. Hence, here the pollen grain contains 3 cells. Remaining 40% of plants release pollen grain at 3 cell stage. How 3 cells are formed? Because of division of generative cell. The generative cell divide and form 2 male gametes. Hence, the pollen grain contain 3 cells. That is about the 2 cell stage pollen grain and 3 cell stage pollen grain. 2 cell stage pollen grain contain only 2 cells, vegetative cell and generative cell. 3 cell stage pollen grain contain 3 cells, that is 2 male gametes and 1 vegetative cell. In 60% of plants, pollen grain is released at 2 cell stage. In remaining 40% of plants, pollen grain is released at 3 celled stage. Then after completion of this, we should discuss about the structure of pollen grain. Structure of pollen grain. If you see the structure of pollen grain, mainly we will see the 2 celled stage pollen grain. 2 celled stage pollen grain contain 2 cells. One is larger one and one is smaller one. Larger one is called as a vegetative cell. Vegetative cell. And smaller one is called as a generative cell. Generative cell. Vegetative cell and then generative cell. Then vegetative cell also called as a tube cell. Why vegetative cell called as tube cell? Because vegetative cell will form pollen tube after germination. Hence, vegetative cell also called as a tube cell. Then the surrounding layer which is present in between surrounding to these 2 cells is called plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. Then if you see here, surrounding to the plasma membrane of pollen grain, we can see 2 protective layers, that is number 1 outer exine. This is the exine. Outer exine. This exine is made with special chemical that is called as sporopollenin. The sporopollenin, because of presence of sporopollenin, the pollen grain can survive in harsh environments, in high temperature and in low temperature, in high humidity, in both acidic and basic conditions. The pollen grains can be survive because of the sporopollenin. Sporopollenin is cannot digested by the any enzyme. Enzymes cannot digest the sporopollenin. Hence, the sporopollenin is hard, will form hard protective outer layer of pollen grain, that is called as exine. Then inner to exine there is another layer, it is called as intine. Intine. Intine is made with cellulose and pectin. Cellulose and pectin. That is about the structure of pollen grain. If you see the pollen grain that contain 2 cells, once again if you see about pollen grain contain 2 cells. One is vegetative cell, it's also called as tube cell. Another one is generative cell. Both cells are surrounded by the plasma membrane. Surrounding to the plasma membrane, we can see 2 protective layers, that is number 1 is outer exine, that made with sporopollenin, and inner intine, that made with cellulose and pectin. Because of presence of sporopollenin, the pollen grains can survive in a harsh environment. Then there is a small regions where exine is absent but only intine is present, those are called germ pores. Germ pore. Germ pores are regions of pollen grain where only intine is present but exine is absent. The pollen tube arises from the pollen grain through the germ pore after the pollen germination. That is about the germ pore. In few types of plants, plant pollen grains like monocots, only one germ pore is present. In few plants there is a more than one germ pores. If only one germ pore is present, then that is called as a monocarpate. Monocarpate. If two germ pores are present in the pollen grain, that is called as a dicarpate. Dicarpate. If three germ pores are present in pollen grain, that is called as a tricarpate. Tricarpate. Then if you see the effects of pollen grain, pollen grains are cause allergy. If you take pollen grains, some type of pollen grains which are released by the plants like Parthenium will cause the allergy. Then apart from the effects, pollen grains also useful to the human beings. Example, if you see the pollen grains, they contain pollen grains of few plants, they contain high nutrients. Because of that we can consume to enrich our nutrients. Okay, we can take pollen grains in the form of tablets or in the form of syrups because they are rich with the nutrients. Then if you see the viability, means the lifespan or ability to germinate, the viability of pollen grain is different in different species. In few types of species, the pollen grains viability will be they last viability within 30 minutes like wheat and rice, but in few types of plants the viability is few months. Okay, up to few months also they can survive. That is about the complete details of pollen grain. Thank you.